Rồi, như các bạn đang thấy đây, cái slide mình đang chiếu cho các bạn ha. English at the airport, những câu tiếng Anh sân bay mà các bạn nên biết. Learn English by English for Vietnamese. Hi, xin chào tất cả các bạn, chào mừng các bạn đã đến với cái channel đó là học tiếng Anh bằng tiếng Anh cho cộng đồng người Việt của mình. Mình là Tuấn, các bạn có thể gọi mình là Anthony. Và đây sẽ là cái video thứ hai trong cái chuỗi series Learn English with Anthony của mình. Thì ngày hôm nay chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau học về một cái topic đó là tiếng Anh tại sân bay. Khi các bạn đi sân bay thì thường chúng ta, nếu các bạn đi các sân bay quốc tế thì sẽ có những cái mẫu câu tiếng Anh cơ bản cũng như là một số những cái từ vựng tiếng Anh mà chúng ta hay bắt gặp. Thì video này sẽ giới thiệu cho bạn một số những cái phổ biến trong cái việc các bạn đi đến sân bay, các bạn nói chuyện bằng tiếng Anh sẽ như thế nào nhé. Ok, let's learn it. Rồi, như các bạn đang thấy đây, cái slide mình đang chiếu cho các bạn ha. English at the airport, những câu tiếng Anh sân bay mà các bạn nên biết. Ok, đầu tiên đó là we have the purpose of the sentence, the question that you will meet, that you will listen when you go to the airport, especially for the international gate. Like the first one, where is the check-in counters of Vietnam Airlines? So if you want to ask for the counters, if you don't know where it is, you can use these questions. The second one, so when you go to the airport, maybe the staff will ask you to check how many luggage that you have. So we have the question like, how many bags are you checking in? So when they ask you this question, it means that you need to stop them. How many bags does you check in? And if you get the bag that's too heavy, overweight, maybe you will need to pay the extra money for them. And the third one, we will have the question that you normally hear like, could I see your handbag? Could I see your hand baggage, please? So they want to check your hand baggage before you can get in. So this is the question that you will hear when you go to the airport. Or the final one, so if you have so many luggage and it's too heavy for you to take it by yourself, so you can use the trolley. So you can ask the staff like, where can I get a trolley? Yeah. And now we move to the next line. So for example, like you will have like, could I see your tickets and passport, please? So when the staff asks you this question, it means that they want you to show them your airplane tickets and your passport to double check this one. And when you go into the airport, international airports like the Singapore or Melbourne, and there are so many gates that you don't know which gates you should go. So you can ask anyone or maybe the staff like, excuse me, which enter gates to go to the destination. Like here we have the destination like Japan, or you can say, excuse me, which enter gates to go to Australia or to go to Korea. It depends on you, right? It depends on where you plan to go. And the final ones, so in this slide we have like, place them on the scales, please. So if the securities or the staff, they ask you to place them on the scale, please, it means they want to check how many kilograms are your luggage. So have you weighed your luggage? Yes. Yeah. And here on this slide, I will share you the couple of the vocabulary that we normally see the people use when they on the international flight or at the international airport. Like the boarding pass. If you say boarding pass or someone tell you about boarding pass, it means this one. And if you ask you about the departure cards, so it means that the cards that you will receive when you go to another country, and they will give you to write the information, your personal information, for them to check as well as to inform with the government that you are checking or check out the country. And the third one, we have the words like identification. So it's like the passport. We can call these identifications, right? So they give the information about your personal details for them. And we have the words like direct flight. So for example, like from Vietnam, you plan to fly to Melbourne. So if you have the direct flight, it will be around 9 hours. So you don't have a transit, you don't need to transit in any country. But if you have a connecting flight, this means that you will transit in the third country. For example, like you will need to transit in Singapore or Hong Kong before you travel from Vietnam to Melbourne. Yeah. And the transit, or we have the word stopover. It means that you will wait for the flight for a couple of hours or maybe a couple of days. It depends on which flight you choose to travel to your final destination. And we also have the questions like, could you please direct me to international departures, please? So if you go to the airport and you don't know which is domestic departures, with international departures, you can ask for help with this question. And in the case you don't understand the English or the language that they use in the airport, you just need to remember one question. This is, would it be possible to speak to an interpreter? So it means that they will try to find an interpreter to help you to translate to your mother language. Yes. So this is the end of the video. We just have a lot of new vocabularies and the questions that you can use in the airport, right? And hope that this video will help you to understand more about the case, about the sentence or about the words that maybe you will need to use in the airport. And if you like my video and like my teaching style, let's subscribe to Learn English with Anthony so you can check out more videos to learn English with me, as well as don't miss any videos from my channel. Thank you so much and see you in the next video. I'm Anthony. Goodbye.